Welcome to the podcast. My name is Dr. Noor Gajraj. Let's talk about critical thinking in science, navigating information, building knowledge. This is what critical thinking is not. I heard some people say it just feels right. It was on the TV or internet. My teacher, parent, elder told me. Everyone I know believes it. It hasn't been disproven, so it must be true. This is what critical thinking is. At its core, critical thinking is the objective analysis and evaluation of information in order to form a judgment. It's a disciplined process of actively and skillfully conceptualizing, applying, analyzing, synthesizing, and or evaluating information gathered from observation, experience, reflection, reasoning, or communication. Crucially, it serves as a guide to both our beliefs and our actions. It's about how you think, not just what you think. It moves beyond simply accepting information at face value, prompting us to question, investigate, and assess the validity of claims. Critical thinking is built upon several foundational skills. The first two are one, analysis. This is the ability to break down complex information or a problem into its constituent parts. It involves identifying underlying assumptions, recognizing inherent biases, and understanding the connections between different pieces of information. For instance, in a scientific study, it means dissecting the methodology, the variables, and the statistical approaches used. Number two, interpretation. Once you've broken down the information, interpretation is about understanding its meaning and significance. This includes decoding messages, clarifying ambiguous terms, and considering different perspectives or potential implications of the findings. It asks, what does this actually mean? These skills allow us to move beyond surface level understanding to grasp the deeper layers of information. The core skills of critical thinking, inference, and explanation. Building on analysis and interpretation, we then move to inference. This is the process of drawing reasonable conclusions and making logical deductions based on the available evidence and reasoning. It's about figuring out what logically follows from what has been observed or stated. It's not guessing, it's reasoned deduction. Explanation. Once you've formed a conclusion, explanation is the capacity to clearly and coherently articulate the results of your reasoning. This involves justifying your conclusions with evidence, presenting your arguments logically, and ensuring your communication is effective and understandable to others. This is essential for scientific communication and peer review. Evaluation. This is about assessing the credibility, relevance, and logical strengths of arguments, claims, and information. It involves judging the quality of the evidence, the soundness of the reasoning, and the potential biases of the source. In science, this means scrutinizing methodology, sample size, statistical analysis, and potential conflicts of interest. Self-regulation or metacognition. This is the ultimate critical thinking skill, the ability to monitor, assess, and correct one's own reasoning. It involves reflecting on your own thinking processes, recognizing your own biases, assumptions, and limitations, and being open to revising your conclusions based on new information or better reasoning. It's the intellectual humility that drives true scientific progress. The scientific argument, premises, and conclusions. In science, much of critical thinking revolves around constructing and evaluating arguments. To give an argument means to offer a set of reasons or evidence in support of a conclusion. An argument isn't just a statement of views or a dispute. It's an effort to support claims with reasons and evidence so that others can evaluate them. The very first step in constructing a scientific argument is to ask, what are you trying to prove? This identifies your conclusion. Then, what reasons or evidence support that conclusion? These are your premises. A good scientific argument doesn't just repeat conclusions, it provides compelling reasons and verifiable evidence, allowing others to make up their own minds based on the data. Evidence-based science, the guiding principles. The principles of critical thinking are formalized in approaches like evidence-based medicine, a systematic approach to healthcare that emphasizes using the best available research evidence for clinical decision making. As defined by Dr. David Sackett, evidence-based medicine involved conscientiousness, deliberate and thoughtful application of evidence, explicit, transparent, and clearly stated use of evidence, judicious, wise, and careful consideration of evidence. Current best evidence, relying on the most up-to-date and reliable research findings, especially from systematic research. Individual patients, tailoring care to the specific needs of each patient. Clinical expertise, incorporating personal experience and knowledge, but always grounded in evidence. This structured approach ensures decisions are informed by the strongest available data. Common pitfalls to avoid in scientific thinking. Even with critical thinking skills, certain pitfalls can derail scientific inquiry and interpretation. To effectively navigate scientific information, it is vital to avoid assumptions, base conclusions solely on verifiable evidence, not on preconceived notions, speculation, or what seems intuitively correct. Unexamined assumptions are a major source of error. Rely on credible sources. Prioritize information from well-qualified experts, peer-reviewed journals, and reputable, unbiased scientific organizations. Be skeptical of anecdotal evidence or claims that lack scientific rigor. Distinguished Distinguish association versus causation. This is a crucial concept in science. Just because two factors are associated, happen together, does not mean one causes the other. A classic example, ice cream sales and shark attacks both increase in summer, but ice cream doesn't cause shark attacks. Confounding factors or mere coincidence can create associations. Conclusion: critical thinking as the engine of progress. Critical thinking is the indispensable engine of scientific progress. It's a dynamic, lifelong process that empowers us to analyze complex information with precision, form reasoned judgments based on robust evidence, identify and avoid logical pitfalls and biases, contribute to a more accurate and comprehensive understanding of the world. By embracing critical thinking, we don't just consume scientific knowledge, we actively participate in its creation and application, leading to more effective solutions for the challenges we face. Thank you. Thanks for listening to this talk. Please consider buying my book, 100 Pathways to Longevity, and subscribing to this podcast. Thank you again.